Isaac Kenyon is originally from Coney Heath. He's a trustee of the charity Mind. Hello to you, Isaac.
Hello, good morning.
Do you think doctors are too... Yeah, good afternoon. Do you think doctors are too quick to put people on antidepressants?
I think they can be. I think there's so much more that we can do before getting to a state of antidepressants. And I think it is very much dependent on what level the person is in terms of their mental health. I'm a trustee at Mind and Mid Herts, and, we focus on prevention, recovery, tackling social isolation and things like this. And we support people, to become better before they have to go on to more complex support like antidepressants and things like that. And what we actually find is that more often than not, those who do get prescribed antidepressants really only needed a lifestyle change or needed to go to some talking therapies or getting outdoors and doing exercises, walk and talks and things like that Mind and Mid Herts provides. So it's quite interesting, this question that has come up, because we're hearing more and more GPs, jumping to give antidepressants. But actually, from my own personal experience, I had poor mental health about 10 years ago. I was really falling apart. Really, everything was going really, really difficult for me.
Why was that? What do you think caused it?
I was doing lots of, burnouts, specifically doing too much work, and drinking loads of coffee, not doing exercise, not getting outdoors, spending hours and hours in front of computer screens, days and days and days, not seeing light. Eating takeaways because I couldn't be bothered to cook, because I started to see that as an inefficiency. All these sort of things, I was very productivity focused, but my health was just really, really bad. And what I was doing, I was spiraling into really deep anxiety and then depression, and life was becoming really difficult. I was thinking about, taking my own life. But when I went to the GP, it was really interesting, because immediately they asked what my lifestyle was. And it was just so eye-opening when they started talking to me about, okay, what do you do day to day? And then they said to me, I want you to meditate. I want you to get outside, do sports, eat less processed foods, go connect with your friends, go speak with your family, spend time with friends and stuff, come away from the screens, exercise each day, and then come back to me in 2 or 3 weeks. And, the symptoms started to change really quickly when I did that. But it's interesting. Exercise, we spoke about that as being one of those sort of key drivers for improving well-being, but that's just one of many. Mind charity talks about 5. And I think you can prescribe exercise and say, go get outdoors, and that's going to help you, and do sports like that. But that's only a little bit of the picture. I mean, exercise can lower depression by about 30%. This is from NHS figures. But, we could do more than just be active. There's keep learning, and there's other ways we can improve our well-being, connecting with other people, taking notice of what's outside, or just being mindful of the surroundings, doing stuff for charity and things like that. There's a lot more that we can do before taking antidepressants. And I think it's having that sort of holistic view of different things that you can do to improve your well-being around lifestyle that can really change things for you before having to take the drug. I never actually had to take antidepressants, fortunately. I was able to change my lifestyle to get me on the right track. But for certain people, though, I heard the previous person talking, certain people, they're so far down the track that actually, they have to have some sort of drug that changes brain cognition. So they start thinking differently, and they need to have that coming maybe from a more emergency way of doing things like a drug. But majority of people who actually go to the NHS or go to GPs for help, they're not actually probably in a really extreme state, because more often than not, these people don't seek out the help when they're in that bad state. They don't seek it out because they're already gone too far. So it's almost that we can do a little bit before we give the drug.
Okay. Really good talking to you. Thank you, Isaac, very much indeed. Isaac Kenyon, originally from Coney Heath, who's a trustee of the charity Mind. And if you've been listening to the programme today and you'd like to seek some further information, you can find that information at mind.org.uk, and their info line is 0300 123 3393. 0300 123 3393. It's BBC Three Counties Radio.